Okay. So today we are going to understand the properties of matter. Okay. So here we have few properties which are given in a tabular form. Okay, we have property of solid, liquid, and gas. Okay, that we will discuss later. First, we have to discuss about the different properties, like they are having space between them. Any like matter which is formed by the particle, and this particle has space between them. Okay, it is the first property. And the particles of matter, they are in always in motion. They are always in motion. Okay, this is the another property. And particles of matter, they have force of attraction between them. Okay, that means they attract each other. So these are the main three properties that we are going to discuss one by one. Okay, so first property, we have particles of matter have space between them. We have already discussed last lecture, in last lecture, that like particles of matter, okay, they have space between them. Okay, and in this particular space, okay, they oscillate through their mean position. Okay, suppose this is a particle. Okay, it is going to move along with that space. Okay, so the particle will move in this side, then again to the back side. Okay, so in any plane it is, oscillating. In any plane it is oscillating, means performing the motion, like it going one side, then again coming to the mean position, then going another side. Okay, like this, again mean position. So this is the motion which is performed by the particles, called as oscillation. Okay, or it is also called as oscillation. So particles of matter are continuously in motion. Okay, that is our another point. So first point, we have this characteristic is one of the concept behind the solubility of the substance. Okay, so due to particles have space between them, okay, by which they can dissolve in other solvent. Okay, for example, on dissolving the sugar in water. Okay, suppose we are dissolving sugar in water, so we will get aqueous solution of sugar. So there is no rise in water level. Okay, because water level is not rises. Suppose if we have that much of water, okay, that level of the water, and if we will add sugar in it, then water level is not going to rise till here. Okay, it will remain here only. And these sugar particles, okay, they acquire place between these particles, this space between the particles of matter. Okay, that's why when we dissolve solute in water, okay, like sugar, salt, okay, the water level is not rises. Okay, why? Because the particle of the sugar get into the interparticle space between the water particles. Okay, like water molecules, here we have, here we have. Okay, so between these water molecules we have the free space, and in that free space that sugar molecule going to take their space. Okay, that's why there is no rise in level of the water. Okay, beta, understood?
Yes, sir.
So due to the particles of matter have space between them, we can dissolve solute in them without rising the level or without rising the volume of the solution. Okay, now we have second point called particles of matter are always in motion. So particles of the matter shows continuous random motion in all possible directions. Okay, suppose these are the particles. So and the center particle, like here we have, okay, this is the center particle, have space all around it. Okay, so it moves along with any plane in that particular space. Okay, in randomly in any all possible direction. Okay, why? Due to the kinetic energy which is possessed in each particle. Okay, because this particle possess kinetic energy, that's why they are continuously moving. A rise in temperature increases the kinetic energy. If we will heat any matter, okay, that particles of the matter going to absorb heat energy, and due to absorption of heat their energy level will increase, and due to increase in energy level they start vibrating. Okay, they starts vibrating vigorously. Okay, in rise in temperature, kinetic energy of the particle increases, okay, and making them move more vigorously, okay, and then they are moving these particles of the solid matter, they are moving vigorously, means very fast, okay. Now we have third particle, like particles of the matter, they attract each other. So in every substance, there is an interparticle force of attraction acting between the neighboring particles, okay. Suppose these are the particles, so these particles are bonded with each other by the force of attraction, okay. That force is between these two particles, that's why it is called as interparticle force of attraction, or it is also called as intermolecular force of attraction. Intermolecular force of attraction. Force of attraction. Okay. Now, next, to break the substance, we need to overcome this force. Suppose if we are going to break any substance into different pieces, so we have to break the force which is working between neighboring particles, okay. Suppose if we will break, we apply pressure and it will break down from here, then we have to apply that much of pressure in order to break the bond or the force of attraction between these particles, okay. So if we suppose this is the wood log, and we want to break here, so particles of the wood, they have the force of attraction between them, okay. So we have to break that force of attraction which is working between these two particles, then this wood log is going to break down into two pieces, okay beta. Now any substance, if you want to break down, we have to overcome the force of attraction which is working between them, okay. The force differs from substance to substance, okay, and the force of attraction which is working between particles of matter, that force is different for different matter. Like we have different like less force of attraction in case of wood, but in case of like we have iron rod, so you can't break iron rod as easy as you can break the wood log, is it or not? आयरन के रॉड को ब्रेक करना टफ होगा एज कंपेयर टू अगर आप किसी लकड़ी को तोड़ोगे, क्योंकि जो वुड है इसमें जो फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन विच इज मच लेस देन द फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन वर्किंग बिटवीन द आयरन पार्टिकल्स ऑफ द आयरन रॉड, ओके सर, या. So now take a screenshot for these 3 points, then we are going to understand the table. Sir, I'll pick up. Okay, beta. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the properties. Okay, so first we have in property we have shape and volume. Shape and volume. So solid have fixed shape because we cannot change the shape of the solid, okay, and their volume is also fixed, okay, their volume is also fixed. But in case of liquid, volume is fixed, okay, but no fixed shape. Fixed is the shape is not fixed because the liquid takes shape according to the container, okay, but their volume is fixed. If we'll take 1 liter of water, then it will be 1 liter if we will pour in another container, okay. The amount of water will be the same, volume will be the same, but it is going to change shape according to the container. While in case of liquid, they neither have definite shape nor volume, okay. Gases, particles, they do not have fixed shape and fixed volume, okay. Now this is the first, we can say this is again we can like difference between solid, liquid and gas, okay. We are discussing difference with respect to their property, okay. So here we can write the difference between solid, liquid and gas, Okay, so solid, liquid and gas, we are discussing the difference with respect to their properties. Now next, see energy level, okay, in solid, liquid and gas. So in solid state, if particles are, they are strongly bonded, they have low energy, okay, but in case of liquid they have higher energy than liquid, means they have medium energy. But if particle will have at gaseous state, they have highest amount of energy in them. Okay, so energy level in gases is very high, in solid is very low, and in liquid it is medium. Okay, now next point, third point, we have compressibility. So we cannot compress the, solid, so not compressible, or we can say incompressible. Solids are incompressible, whereas liquids are slightly compressible. We can compress only, a little bit, but gases are highly compressible. We can compress them easily. Okay, so this is all about compressibility of solid, liquid and gas. Then fourth difference, we have arrangement of molecules. Okay, so arrangement of molecule in solid is regular and closely arranged particles are present with strong force of attraction, whereas in case of liquid, okay, arrangement of particle is random and have like little sparely arranged. Okay, their arrangement is continuously changing in liquid state. In case of solid, okay, sorry, in case of gas, particles, they are arranged very random and more, precisely arranged, because sparely arranged means they are very far from each other. Particles of gases, they always move apart from each other. Okay, then we have fifth property called fluidity. Fluidity means capacity to flow. Capacity to flow. The capacity to flow. So solid cannot flow. Okay, solid can't flow because they have fixed shape, fixed volume. Okay, they have fixed shape. That's why they can't flow. But liquid can flow easily from higher level to lower level. Okay, liquid always flows from higher level to lower level. Like at your home, you are having water headed, no, overheaded water tank, okay, on your roof, and from there water is coming through the pipe, okay, and it opens into the different taps we have at our home, in bathroom, in kitchen room, okay, everywhere. So water can flow always from higher region to lower region. But in case of gases, they flows in all possible directions. They can, flow from lower region to higher region, or from higher region to lower region, or to parallel also. Okay, so gases flow in any possible direction. Liquid always flows from higher region to lower region, and solid cannot flow. Okay, beta. Now, we are going to discuss
Yes, sir.
about the movement of the particles. Okay. So particles, they are always in motion, but in case of solid, the motion of particle is very less, very less. Okay. But in case of liquid, they have movement in between, and particle of movement is in between solid and gases. Means particles, they are moving, but more precisely than solid, and less than the gases particle. But gases particles, they are very apart from each other. They are, they have repulsion force between them. That's why they are in constant constant motion. Okay, so it depends on the force of attraction which is working between the particles. So in liquid state, it depends on interparticle attraction, whereas in gas, the free and constant and random motion they perform. But in, solid state, the motion is very negligible. Particles are moving, but the movement only between the free space they present around them. Okay, that is called as intermolecular space. Now next property, we have the seventh property. Okay, it is interparticle space. So the interparticle space in solid is very less. In case of liquid, it is more than the solid. And in gases, the particles, they are very apart from each other, they are really far from each other. That means in gaseous state, matter have a very high intermolecular space between them. Now, eighth point, interparticle attraction is maximum in case of solid, then medium in case of liquid, but in case of gases, the interparticular force of attraction very less, which is very minimum. Okay, now we have density. Okay, so density of the solid is always maximum. Okay, then in liquid state it is medium, means it have density less than solid but more than liquid gas. Okay, and in case of gases the density is very less. Okay, because particles they are very apart from each other. Then we have the rate of diffusion, which is nothing but the last point that we are discussing here between difference uh, with respect to properties. Okay, so the rate of diffusion is very less in case of solids. Okay, but in case of liquid it depends on the intermolecular force of attraction. If force of attraction is more, diffusion is less. If force of attraction is very less, then diffusion will be more. So it depends on the intermolecular space between particles. And in case of gases, the rate of diffusion is very high. It's very maximum. Like your mom suppose says worshipping at the puja room and burning the incense stick, that smell of the incense stick, that spread all over the house. Is it? Like your mom is frying something in kitchen, but you can sense in from your bedroom or from your teaching room, sorry, study room. Is it? Yes. So gaseous particle, they have rate of diffusion very high. Okay. So this is all about the properties, and on the basis of properties we have difference between solid, liquid and gas. Okay. So take a screenshot for that also. Very important. You got the notes I have sent you yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And have you gone through that video lecture also?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So any doubt beta till here in properties?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the melting point and boiling point. Let me drink water. Okay, just wait a second. I'll just come. Let me drink a water.